So they keep going back to this whole situation with Merrick Garland, right? Merrick Garland was not, they keep going, stole seats. That is blue anon conspiracist garbage. And these people should be ridiculed 6 ways to Sunday because it's blue anon conspiracist garbage. That's exactly what it is. There was no seat stolen. Mitch McConnell doing his duty and filling an empty seat, heaven forbid, that's what he's supposed to do. Merrick Garland, here's the rule about filling seats. They don't fill seats during a time of election when you have one party controlling the Senate and a different party controlling the White House. That is the unofficial rule and how it's always gone. That did not go down. That was not what happened in 2018. Just an FYI. Because you did not have one party. You did not have two. You did not have that situation in the Senate and in the White House with Trump and Democrats. So this idea that somehow even the situations are the same is not true. So they keep saying, and let's start with this. The media running with this redefinition of court packing. This is what is insane to me. They're still so mad about Trump. And they're accusing him of packing the court because he replaced Ruth Bader Ginsburg. I understand that Democrats have a problem with conservative women, particularly when they're more accomplished than they are. I understand this. I meet it every single day. But the stuff that they were insinuating about Amy Coney Barrett's ridiculous. And so he did his duty. He filled the seat because he absolutely had every single right to. Remember when Biden would not at all say during the debate? He was asked 3 times by CNN's Don Lemon. He would not say at all during the debate whether or not he was going to pack the court. Wouldn't at all. But they ran with the definition of it. Oh, well, Trump packed the court because he just filled the seat that he was supposed to during when he had the... See, in 2018, when all of this stuff happened, and you were looking at going into the election, the midterm election, Republicans were running the Senate, Trump was in the White House. People who do not pay attention to Mitch McConnell, which we've read in full, and I've written about 6 Ways to Sunday, the Biden rule even, whatever, they were talking about, and they actually said it specifically, opposite parties in Senate and White House. It's not my fault if their base does not want to educate themselves about what their own lawmakers actually said. By the way, remember the last time that they tried to do this, the Democrats tried to do this. This was right after they were interning Japanese Americans. FDR was trying to shove through his New Deal legislation. And he wanted to pack the Supreme Court. This was back in 1937. He wanted to pack the Supreme Court. He wanted to add 6 justices onto it so that he could shove his legislation through. Because he knew that what he was doing, he knew that his legislation was beyond the scope of his executive authority. And it was also beyond the scope of the Constitution. Big difference. No, this idea of packing the court, and they would say, well, Merrick Garland was denied his seat. Senate advises and consents. Democrats believe advise and consent means you must confirm. They don't owe any kind of confirmation to Democrats, and Democrats are still mad about that. Their whole policy is about grudges based on their power, which they feel was slighted. It has nothing, they don't give a rat's ass about the American people. All y'all who voted for them, they don't care about you. When have you ever benefited from one of their policies? Ask yourself legitimately.